Now, well-timed silence has more eloquence than speech. This is another quote that shows us the importance of simply being comfortable with silence. Simply taking a moment to pause, to allow our audience to take in what we've shared, or to allow our thoughts to come back to us. Pausing is your greatest weapon as a speaker, and therefore don't be afraid of it. Become comfortable with the silence, because when you take a moment to pause as you speak, what you're communicating is clarity, confidence. You are more impactful as a speaker, and you remain grounded in your message. You're simply saying, I am here, I am grateful for the gift of attention that you're giving me, and I will deliver my content in a manner that you take it in, you understand it, you comprehend it, and I will do that at my own pace. I am in no rush to come to an end with this presentation, but I will take the moment to deliver the information to you. Now, how can you use the pause in your presentations? There are several options. There are different types of pauses. The first one is the think before you speak pause. Instead of using thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to present, what you're doing is you take your speaking position, you look at your audience, and you can smile if you want to, and you can say, my presentation today is going to deep dive into the power of posing. Why do we pose? Why is it important in public speaking? Moving along to the second type of posing. This is what we love to call the let that sink in pose. You say something important and you simply want your audience to assimilate that, to reflect on it, to think about it. The moment you say something and you pause, you are telling your audience, I want you to think about what I've just said. Your audience will take notice and they will think about what you've just said. That is interesting. Because if you are rushing through, your audience is rushing with you, and therefore they will not take the moment to appreciate what you have just said. Moving along to another pose, the before punchline pose. This is where you're about to say something important, and then you just live a second or two before you deliver the real meat of your presentation. For example, how do you get rid of your filler words and phrases like ums and ums in presentations? The first thing that you can do is to take a moment to pause. The moment you start to realize you're about to fall back on that filler word or that filler phrase, that is your Achilles heel. Another pause that you can utilize is the change of thought pause. And I think I've been doing that during this session, where I am moving from one idea to the next and I simply take a moment to pause. When you transition from one idea to another during your presentation, take a moment to catch your breath, breathe, because that also shows your audience that you are transitioning to another part of your presentation. And then finally, the ending with strength pose. You've come to the end of your presentation, you're wrapping up, and you can say something like, having shared with you insights about the power of posing, allow me to end by encouraging all of you to become comfortable with well-timed silence, because it definitely has more eloquence than speech. So always remember to pose.